Hi all, today we are discussing how the MOSFET can be work as an amplifier with active load. So before that we have to understand what is an active load, why it is commonly used in amplifier circuits. So what is an active load, why it is commonly used in amplifier circuits. Active loads are commonly used in integrated circuits where the size and power consumptions are major constraints. For example, taking a resistor in an IC requires a lot of space, we know. In the case of an IC, while we are considering a resistor, it requires more space. So instead of that, an active component like MOSFET or MOSFET circuits is used instead of that resistor. Here, the active component or active device is used instead of a resistor is known as the active load. Here we can replace this resistor by an active load. Here we can replace this resistor by a transistor, then this transistor acts as an active load. So what are active loads, why it is commonly used in amplifier circuit? It is because active loads are commonly used in integrated circuits where the size and power consumption are major constraints. If we are considering more importance to size, the size of the circuit, and also we are considering power consumption is our major constraint, then we go for active loads. Taking a resistor in an IC requires a lot of space. If we are using this IC in this resistor in an IC, it takes lot of space. So instead of that, an active component like MOSFET or MOSFET circuit is used instead of a resistor. The active component or active device which is used instead of that resistor is known as active load. Example, here I am considering a common source amplifier. We know what is its gain. Equation for its gain is AV is equal to minus GM times RT, minus GM into RT. In that case, our actual expression, yesterday we derived that we get the equation for gain is minus GM into RD parallel RT. This is the actual equation. If we are not considering the channel length modulation effect, or we are neglecting the channel length modulation effect, we have to neglect this resistor. So we will get our equation for the gain is minus GM into RD. Here we are neglecting the effect of channel length modulation, that is we assume that the output resistance of the MOSFET is infinity. If we want to increase the gain of if we want to increase the gain, there are mainly two ways we can increase this gain. The one way is we need to increase the value of this resistor RD, or we need to increase the transconductance GM. I repeat, if we have to increase the gain of the common source amplifier, there are mainly two ways to increase this gain. One way is we have to increase the value of RD, or we have to increase the value of its transconductance. So first we can consider we are increasing the value of RD. When we are increasing the value of RD, we cannot increase the value of RD indefinitely, as the value of RD increases. When the value of this RD increases, the voltage drop across this RD also increase. So the voltage drop across the RD will also increase, and because of that the available voltage at the drain will reduce. When we are considering IC's large value resistor is not viable option, in discrete circuit also the resistor RD cannot be increased indefinitely. Now our second option is to increase the value of transconductance, that is GM. Our second option is we have to increase the gain, so we are increasing the value of the transconductance Gm. The equation for Gm is equal to 2Id divided by Vgs minus Vt. Here Vgs minus Vt is the overdrive voltage of the MOSFET. Vgs minus Vt is the overdrive voltage of the MOSFET. To increase the transconductance, we can increase ID. We can increase ID. If we are increasing this ID, we can increase this transconductance. Okay. But as we increase the drain current, if we are increasing the drain current, that is ID we are increasing, the power dissipation will also increase. Drain current increases, so the power dissipation will also increase. But particularly in ICs, we have to limit the power. The major constraints why we are designing or we are designing an IC, there are mainly two constraints we are taking. First one is the size and second one is the power consumption. So if we are increasing the drain current, the power dissipation will also increase. But particularly in ICs, we have limited power. Moreover, as we increase the drain current, voltage developed across this RD. If we are increasing the drain current, the voltage developed across RD will also increase and available voltage in the drain terminal will reduce. On the other end, what we can do, we can keep this value of ID as it is and we can increase the value of W by L. We know the equation for transconductance Gm is root 2 mu n cox into W by L. This is the equation for transconductance into ID. Root 2 mu n cox into W by L into ID. This is the equation for transconductance. So as we increase the W by L or width to length ratio, we can increase the transconductance. So when we are increasing the width to length ratio, the area of the MOSFET will also increase, and in this case the MOSFET requires more space in the IC. So I repeat, we can also increase Gm without increasing ID. How we can also increase Gm without increasing the ID? We can increase the value of the width to length ratio or the area. We can increase the area of the MOSFET. So in this case, the MOSFET will require more space in the IC. This is the problem can be overcome if we replace the resistor by a current source and current source act as an active load. So next class we will discuss how MOSFET amplifier work with current source load.